Hi everyone, I'm Saber Khan. I'm a middle and high school computer science teacher in New York City, and I'm here to talk to you about using p5.js and the new web editor in your classroom with your students. This is very exciting. It offers a really powerful way to get your students coding, and I want to tell you more about it. Before I get too far into it though, let me tell you a little bit more about what I do, and I think that'll be useful for you as well. I organize CC Fest, which are creative coding events for students and teachers in New York and LA, and you can come to those events in person and learn and connect with educators. I'm also a Processing Foundation Fellow for K-12 CS Outreach, so I'm also happy to help you more directly if that's what you need. So today I want to talk about sort of the motivations behind using P5 and the web editor, how you might do it, and the community there to help you do so. And I really think you're worth giving it a close look. Firstly, let's talk about what P5 is, if that's new to you. It's a creative coding library, which means it's coding with a focus on art, self-expression, on fun, which leads to much more accessible opportunities for students. They can, get stuff happening with a couple of lines of code, and that creates a really low floor for getting involved, and then there's a really high ceiling for what they can build. Being a creative coding library, it shares a lot of philosophy with Scratch, which is something you may be familiar with, where block-based coding, which also has a very similar philosophy about making things easy and simple. So if your students have been using Scratch, they can with some help transition from that if they want to start using text-based code, and a lot of the same ideas will carry through. Also importantly, the values of p5.js, which are on the screen or on the P5 website, are worth looking at. They really appeal to me and might really appeal to you as to why this might be the right option for you. Lastly, p5.js and the web editor run in the browser, so it's easy to create and share stuff. I'll talk more about that in a second. And there's a growing body of curriculum and a caring community and multiple events available to welcome newcomers in. Now let's talk about how you might use it in the classroom. One, as I said, it's web-based, so that means the editor is web-based, and everything you create works on the web and interacts with other stuff on the web, which is very powerful and allows your students to both get to it really quickly, but also make really powerful stuff with APIs and all the web resources, I guess, that are available out there. So one way people use it is, they live code a project in class with their students. That means, I'm creating something on screen, on a display screen. The students are recreating it on their own computers, and then we can share that back and forth really easily. So after I've made something in class, students have created it, I can post it to a learning management system like Google Classroom, so that students can access it when they get home, and they can build on top of it, so they can remix it and then resubmit it back to me so that I can take a look at it and assess how they're doing on there. So each project in the web editor has a unique URL that can be shared back and forth, and allows for a project based learning where they don't have to just do something in class. They can build on it days and weeks and make something really powerful and creative and personal to them. And that helps create a really wonderful creative portfolio for the students over the semester or the school year. Next, let's talk about the curricula you might use. There's a growing body and lots of options, and I think you'll find one that works for the modality you're in. Luisa Pereira is an artist, engineer, and musician in Brooklyn, and a former processing fellow, and she has made a P5 curriculum that's being used in high schools in the New York City Department of Education. Definitely take a look. The link is down below, as I've said. Based on that curriculum, a couple of processing teacher fellows, Jose Aria and Courtney Morgan, who are New York City Department of Education teachers are building day-to-day lesson plans that are going to be publicly available soon. That'll really make it easy for you, if you're new to this, to really know what to do, you know, class by class, minute by minute, and that's going to be very powerful. If you're looking for more sort of experimental creative options, Kevin Workman has his website, Happy Coding. There's a bunch of great tutorials. Kelly Lougheed has a bunch of fun projects on her Medium page. And then, of course, there's the Coding Train, which both has like a class-to-class introduction, but also has really big open-ended projects that might be great for advanced students. And finally, I want to talk about the community around P5 and the web editor that is another powerful reason to get involved. Many of the contributors are on Twitter. We're all there, you know, if you want to connect with us and ask questions, share what your students have made, you know, ask us any questions. That's a great place to do that. If you prefer something else, the discourse for processing is a great place to ask questions, and someone will respond. I'll try to respond. The CC Fest, as I mentioned, is great. Processing Community Day, which is a yearly event in LA and New York and lots of other places. That's a good place to come in person to get help or connect with people. And you know, if there's nothing in your area, we're happy to help you organize something. And finally, you know, I'm here as a resource, so please get in touch, and I'm happy to talk to you or chat over email or over the phone and help you get started in your classroom. So don't be shy, please reach out. We love questions. We love questions from beginners, and we really want to see, you know, how this might work in your classroom. So thank you, and hope to see you soon.